Okay, so now we've got the aircraft ready, and one of the biggest things is to make sure it is directly pointed into the wind. So we've got a windsock. The wind is varying a little bit, but you heard on the AWOS it's only 5 knot wind, so we're good. We want to make sure that the chute is into the wind. So now I'm just going to unstrap this bag from where it's at, and we're going to carry it around to the back of the aircraft. It's really important to put it just like it comes off. And separate the two sides. Just pull on the trailing edge, leave the leading edge alone, and we just pull on the trailing edge of the parachute, making sure that all the lines are on top. Want a line under, because a line under on the ground is a line over in flight, and that's not a good thing. Okay, we're just see how the line's under there? It's not good. Then after you get this spread, then you take your line socks off. But I like to leave the line socks on until I get this part done, because especially with a little bit of breeze, we don't want this parachute to take off without us. It'll pull the aircraft backwards and could tip it over, pick it up. So want to make sure that if you leave the line socks on until you get that done, then the brakes are pulled and the parachute will not fly. Alright, so now that we've got that laid out, always kind of shake the lines and just get the line socks off. Okay, all line socks are off now. I'll just put these aside. All right, now that we got the parachute, we're gonna go through the lines here and make sure that there are no tangles. If you can see, as I'm spreading these lines here, all of them are detangling themselves. This riser here is the A and B lines. This is the C and D lines, and then the red is the turn line. Okay, so I want to set this apart from. See here, we're going to pull the turn line. You see how the trailing edge comes out underneath. That's good there. We definitely don't want this parachute to inflate. So we keep pulling on these. Set these off to the side, the turn lines to the side. We're going to block these and detangle them all the way to the front here. Make sure there's no tangles. And I'm going to do this 2 or 3 different times. So you'll see me go through it 2 or 3 different times. So now we got those somewhat laid off. We're going to do the same thing with these. Here's the A lines, and making sure they're detangled. There. Okay, now C and D. Pull them, make sure there's no tangles. Keep them separate, and then we're going to pull the turn line, and you'll see the trailing edge of that parachute come to me a little bit. That's making it nice and flat. Okay, I'm going to lay this down here. I'm going to walk these lines forward, making sure there's no lines underneath the parachute. Alright, lay them down. You see here we've got everything behind the tires, and we're actually going to pull these out off to the side, really at a 45-degree angle. These out to the side here. All right, good. Walk around. We'll do the same thing on this side. You see there, all the lines are kind of jumbled up. That's okay. We got them. Pull these out at a 45-degree angle. Okay. That's good. Okay. Now we're going to finish flattening this chute out. Actually going to pull this back a little bit. Thick. All right. Just about ready. Parachute really nice and flat, the wing. Make sure all the lines are on top. Looks good. Make one last final trip under here. like to tuck those sails under. What my instructor showed me, tuck that under there so when you start up, the parachute doesn't, the wing doesn't become all turbulent back here. Everything will lay flat. All right, so we're going to do another check of the winds.
General Aviation Airport, automated weather observation 2006 Zulu weather, wind 170 at 7, visibility more than 10, sky condition missing, temperature 26 Celsius, 2.2.
All right, so we're good there. Winds are 7, they're below 10. I think we're ready to go. I'm gonna put my helmet on and put the camera on the dash there so you can see our takeoff.